Hi, this is Craig, and we're continuing our series on prepping. Prepping for the average person. Now, we just did a video on storing your preps, the storage closet, what we keep on hand, how to store it. But one important thing you've got to have is a checklist. Here we are amongst all of our preps. We're ready to leave. It's time to bug out. We've got to go. What else do we need? It's very important to create a checklist. And what I've done here is I've just created a checklist going through each room on what things I need to bring with me. Example, under bathroom, I wear contacts. It's important for me to grab all the contacts that I have and all the solution that I have, because in this situation we're not coming back. I need to make sure I have as much of that on hand as possible. Other things you might want to put on your checklist for the bathroom: feminine products, toothbrush, medicines, soap, and the like. And I just went down the list and went through each room, and what is it out of here I need? Out of my office, several things that I need to make sure I get. Important papers and passports. Many preppers talk about making sure you have your passports and identification with you at all times, because remember, this is a situation where it's likely we're not coming back. The things I've written down for outside that I store: fishing poles, tackle box, propane or charcoal, something like that, in the event I would need that for a fire or cooking. Extra clothes. You can see we keep our extra suitcases up here. In the event that we've got to bug out, we've got to have extra clothes with us. So I just wrote down, socks, underwear, shorts, jeans, hat, those kind of things. Maybe an extra pair of shoes to make sure you have. From the kitchen, different things I want to make sure I have from the kitchen: spices, maybe pots or pans, any specialty knives, can openers.
Why do you want to have spices?
Spices are great for preparing food. If we're in a situation where we're not coming back, we don't know what's going on, there's civil unrest, there's war, whatever it happens to be, we don't know where our next meal's coming from. If we've got to hunt for food and eat things that we normally wouldn't eat, spices and hot sauces will make it a lot more tolerable.
Could you also trade those too? Very
possible. And remember, back in, at the beginning of time, herbs and spices were what people traded for different things. So very valuable things to have. I also made a list of things I could scavenge for in my neighborhood. Maybe a mountain bike, propane tanks, a kayak or a canoe or something similar like that. Car batteries, if there's cars in your neighborhood that people have abandoned, have left, people store them if you've got seasonal residents or something like that. Checklist is very important. When the time comes that you've got to go, your heart's going to race, you're not going to be thinking clearly, you want to make sure you have something in hand that you can go down and check off and make sure you have before it's time to leave. So my recommendation to you is sit down, grab a piece of paper, go through each room. What do I absolutely have to have out of here if I'm never coming back? Write it down. And I keep this list, I keep it laminated in a little folder, and I keep it right on top of my go bag. That way, when the time comes, I know right where it is. It's right in my face. I can pull it out and go through the list. So that's advice from me to you on the checklist. Watch our other videos for more detailed explanations on some other prepping tips.